Good evening, sheeple. What's up, you motherfucks? Woo! We're having a good time tonight, aren't we? Let's give it up for Zeke.
Yeah.
Let's make some noise for John. Give it up for yourselves. We are having a great time. See what I did there? Power of suggestion. Were you having a great time? I didn't let you think about it. I told you you're having a great time. Let's explore the power of suggestion. Something simple. Some of you may have got your hair cut at Great Clips or know somebody who's gotten their hair cut there. Great Clips, who believes it? Who consulted us? Subpar Clips. That's the reality. The power of suggestion. So I was sitting around with my friend and we were watching this show, The Green Room with Paul Provenza. It's a bunch of comedians sitting there talking shit. It's a great show. You should check it out. And Roseanne was on there. And they showed a picture of her cross-dressed as Hitler. We started laughing our asses off. And he suggested to me, you should put that as your profile picture on Facebook. And I was laughing so hard, I was like, that's a great idea. That was not a great idea. So I had to, I tried to get back on Facebook. I had to watch a Hitler harassment video to get back on there. And I'm like, so nobody's got a sense of humor anymore? My one friend's like, I'm the one who reported you, you fucking moron. I'm like, well, that's fair, but like, you don't have a sense of humor? And she's like, it's Holocaust Remembrance Day, you fucking idiot. I'm like, that's a real thing? She's like, yeah, that's a real thing. And it's today. Does anybody here know when Holocaust Remembrance Day is? I'll never forget, I'll tell you that. But how am I supposed to know? Nobody's wearing a fucking t-shirt. It's January 27th. Holocaust Remembrance Day. I had a 1 in 364 chance of doing that dumb shit any other day, and I just won the dipshit lottery. The power of suggestion. It's bullshit. Your friends don't know shit about fuck. Don't listen to them. If I suggested to you 5 years ago that our next president was in the WWE Wrestling Hall of Fame, you all would have been excited. You would have been like, holy shit, Papa Shango's gonna be our next president? If I suggested to you 5 years ago that our next president had their own Comedy Central roast, you would have been excited. You would have been like, holy shit, Pam Anderson's gonna be our next president? Well, maybe it's not a woman this time. Holy shit, Charlie Sheen's gonna be our next president. Well, you're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. The power of suggestion isn't real. Who gives a shit? It's fucking funny, but only when there's more people around, apparently. Hope I don't walk you people. I know you came here not to listen to my bullshit, but you're stuck here for the next 7 minutes. Congratulations. So, I was born Dana Jordan Moss-Peterson. People sit around and think, at some point in my life, my parents conspired against me. And my parents conspired against me when they fucking named me. I was born Dana Jordan Moss-Peterson. That's not something you should do to anybody. Is anybody here pregnant? Anybody here about to adopt a dog? I fucking dare you to name it Dana Jordan Moss-Peterson and have it turn out normal. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna grow up to look like a malnourished Sasquatch who can't know the meaning of love, gonna wind up in fucking the Rusty Fox, snap into his own terrible comedy. He's gonna fucking be a stand-up comedian and terrible at everything at life. He's gonna put his profile picture as Roseanne cross-dressed as fucking Hitler. Fucking stupid. There are no laws. There are no laws. Only twice in the history of this country has the government stepped in and said, no, you can't name your kid that. Once in New Jersey, a guy legitimately tried to name his kid Adolf Hitler. I get that one. Good job, New Jersey. The only good thing you've ever done. But then there was this guy in New Mexico who tried to name his kid Fuck Censorship. And the government's like, no, you can't do that. Fuck censorship? No. Absolute censorship. Go fuck yourself. The power of suggestion. Is it real? It could be. Sometimes. Maybe. Who knows? So, I have a girlfriend, oddly enough. And my friend was like, hey, I got a great idea for you to impress this girl. And he told me, and I'm like, holy shit, that's a great idea. I should have learned, because it's the same friend who told me to change my profile picture. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. So, I went and I got Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies. And you know how the cellophane's so very satisfying? So I went up to my girlfriend and I'm like, hey baby, whoosh, and I threw it at her, hit her dead in her chest, and it was so satisfying. I'm like, you look like a snack. She's like, I've had kids. This is what my stomach looks like. What the fuck are you doing to me? And this shit's expired. Did you get that from the Dollar Tree next to where you work? Yeah, I did. She's like, I told you about that place. Don't get snacks from there, you idiot. You're using me as an emotional tampon right now. That gave me an even better idea. So I'm going to make a t-shirt. Emotional tampon at your cervix with an X. Fuck you, that's fucking funny. Cervix with an X. And I'm going to get a generic box of tampons from that same Dollar Tree and a fucking label maker. And it's going to say emotional tampons, and it's going to be like fortunes. I'm going to go out into public, and I'm going to be like, what ails you, friend? Pull out an emotional tampon and read your fortune. But every one of them is going to say, go fuck yourself. That's $1 million idea. It's fucking brilliant. All right. I'm almost done here. You're welcome. We're going to talk about some real shit here. We're going to talk about bidets, okay? I have been trying to convince American citizens for the past decade to get a bidet. And the only thing I ever hear, I don't like bidets because, like, how are you going to clean it? Okay, first of all, you don't shove it all the way up there. It's not toilet paper. A bidet is a brilliant thing. And I'm going to tell you why. One time, I was at an open mic. My friend Kevin hosted it. And then he disappeared for like an hour and a fucking half. And I'm sitting there with the comedians, and we're talking shit. We started talking about Justin Timberlake and how fucking amazing he is, how funny he is, how charming he is, how amazing his music is, how he could do no wrong. My friend Corey, he's like, you know, if I had my chance, I'd never be able to fuck Justin Timberlake. I'm like, well, not with that attitude. And he's like, no, what I'm saying is Justin Timberlake's going to fuck me. I'm not going to be able to fuck him. So I put like $27 in the jukebox, nothing but Justin Timberlake songs, and we talked about Justin Timberlake for like 45 minutes. And all of a sudden I'm like, where the fuck is Kevin? We're like, I don't know. Then like 20 minutes after that, he emerges. We're like, well, hey Kevin, where the fuck have you been? He's like, where the fuck have all of you been? I'm like, we've been right here. He's like, I tried to call all of you. We're like, well, you hosted the open mic, so, you know, we put our phones on silent out of respect for you. He's like, I tried to call the bar phone. Well, I put $27 in the jukebox just for like, he's amazing. I don't know if you know this. And we couldn't hear the bar phone. I'm like, where were you? He's like, there's no toilet paper in that bathroom. What do you do when you run out of toilet paper? Wouldn't a bidet be great in an emergency situation? Of course it would. You've all been brainwashed. Toilet paper. You're going to use toilet paper the dirtiest time of the day, the dirtiest time of your body, and you're going to use soap and water to wash your hands after. When you take a shower, when the water hits your dirty little buttholes. And you're never like, this doesn't feel good. I don't like this at all. They're like, thank God for this fucking warm water. Bidets are amazing. Okay, toilet paper is amazing. It's awesome. Close your eyes. Think of a roll of toilet paper. It's absorbent. It can do a lot of things. But would you take a shower with a roll of toilet paper? No, you wouldn't. But you wipe your dirty butts with it. And where were all of you 3 weeks into the pandemic when none of the stores had toilet paper? And now you're all sitting there in your chairs with your dirty buttholes and you're thinking, oh shit, I should have gotten a bidet years ago. But nobody would fucking listen to me. Sometimes the power of suggestion is real. Sometimes it helps you. I can't afford therapy, and that's my time. Thank you all for letting me download my insecurities out of all your dirty butts.